I'm a Michigan constitutional crusader, rising up when the world goes cold. No badge can bring me, no chains can take me. Truth in my veins, a fire them bold. To fire them bold.
This is Michigan Constitutional Crusader. We're out here at the DeWitt Township polling location for precinct 1 and 2 at the Herbison Woods School. Let's see what they think. How's it going?
Hi. I don't know if you can go in with a camera, sir.
I sure can.
Huh?
No, I'm not a poll watcher. How's it going?
You can't record inside.
Absolutely I can.
No, you
I'm
cannot.
sorry, you can't record inside the building?
Yes, I can.
No, you
I'm
cannot do
sorry.
that in here.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think I can? Why don't you try reading your manual?
Just a second.
Right there's the manual. First page, bottom of the page.
Okay. Where did you get this from? Are you a media? Do you have credentials, sir?
I do.
Okay, can I see those?
I don't need to show you that.
All right.
Just a second. I'm gonna call Adam.
Yeah. Hi.
Precinct one? Okay.
It's right there, but I don't need to show it to you.
Okay.
See? I can't go walk up behind somebody voting and try to capture their
Well, it
vote.
says here, you're not permitted to set up a camera or take photos in the voting area of a polling place. I consider this whole
is
gym the voting area.
Why don't you read all of the words on there?
I did.
You didn't. Because I can be in the public area,
In
the public
polling.
viewing area, within the polling area.
We'll get clarification from the clerk.
Sure. A lot of clerks don't actually know it either. That's why I printed it. Comes straight from the state of Michigan website.
I think probably where the disconnect is coming in is your classification of the public area and what our classification of as the voting area is. So that's what we just want to clarify.
Yeah, it's the public viewing area within the voting location.
Okay.
So anybody that comes in, they can sit here and watch the vote happening. You know, like the poll watchers or the, what's the other one there?
So that's the poll watcher statement.
Right.
But what we have never done is had like any kind of recording device or any type of video inside this area. Like if you wanted to record it and have like even news media, they can be 20 feet away. But for actual recording inside the gym where the people are getting their ballot, that's where we're saying that we don't allow that.
Right, and that's incorrect.
Okay. And that's where the disconnect is. That's why I just want to have the clerk
Right.
so we can clarify.
Like I said, I couldn't, you know, like if somebody was over there voting, I couldn't walk over there and try to zoom in and capture their vote.
Definitely.
But I can be out here on a wide angle and record.
Hi, Adam. No, it's okay. So we're here at the precincts 1 and 2, and there is an individual who is a poll watcher.
I'm not a poll
I'm
watcher.
sorry, he's not a poll watcher.
I'm a member of the media.
He says he's a member of the media, and he is inside the gymnasium recording. And we just want. Yeah, we put him in the poll watcher area. So, are you okay with him there? Okay, all right. So as long as he stays within this area, then he is allowed to stay.
Yeah, this is actually considered the public viewing area.
This is
Okay.
it right here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And that's why I didn't walk any further.
No, that's fine. Our
Who are you
concern
with,
was
sir?
the recording.
I'm independent media.
He's independent media. Okay, all right, great. So we'll allow that. Thank you, Adam. Okay, bye. Right, so as long as you stay right here and you don't talk to anybody.
I mean, I could talk to somebody, but I can't ask them questions about their voting. You can't do that.
Well,
But I could
that-
converse with someone.
I would say there's two different classifications. There's the poll watcher, and if you read that, you can only watch. Then there's the poll challenger, and you can fill out paperwork for that. Poll challengers can challenge, but you can't still talk to a voter.
Right.
But you
And
can
I'm
talk
neither
to,
of those.
Okay,
so.
all right.
Media
So-
can talk to voters, but
Yeah.
usually 20 feet outside of it. Like we had some.
If I was asking them questions about their voting,
Yep.
I would absolutely have to
Right,
be
it's gotta
20
be up
feet
there.
outside
Right,
of the
yeah.
door.
Yeah, right.
But if I was just having a casual conversation, it's different.
It is. That's the questionable part. If you just wanted to have the discussion, and then you'd have to probably ask them their permission to record them inside. If you
No,
did.
I wouldn't, because it's public.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was a private building,
Would you feel comfortable with somebody doing that?
it wouldn't bother me a bit.
Okay. All right. Okay.
People are a little too uptight nowadays.
If somebody, if we did have a voter who you did that to, and they then said that they were uncomfortable with that, would you feel okay not recording them?
What do you mean?
Like, so you started talking to somebody.
I'm
like
not
a
going to
voter.
start a conversation with
Okay.
anybody.
Okay.
But if they come up to me and say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Oh,
I'll have a
that's fine.
conversation with
Sure.
them about it.
No, that's okay. Okay. So now that we have clarification, so you're okay right here, and then I'd say if you have any questions or whatever, you can talk to me or any of the chairperson for the other precincts.
How many voters do you have per these two precincts, approximately?
Usually, I like 1,500 per precinct is about what we're at
Okay.
between the two. It's kind of light right now because we've had about 5 days of early voting.
I know a lot of people did the early
did.
voting this
They
year.
did. A lot of people did that.
I know the last time I saw it was almost a million people had done
Yeah.
early voting in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, quite a few did. We had a number here, even though we're a smaller area. We had a few.
Yeah, so I do this for educational purposes, and that's the reason I do it, because a lot of people like yourself, you don't know.
It is heightened right now because they have the rules of what you can do, but
Right.
as long as we agree, like, okay, the watcher and the media thing, there's a lot of people with the confusion on that. So
Right.
yeah, all right, so we can clarify that.
So
But are
now
there
you know.
any questions that you have about what's
I
going on
don't.
here?
I just wanted to pop in and see how you would react to my camera and educate you if you reacted wrong.
Well, we wanted to make sure because of everything, just talk to the clerk, make sure that we're set, and then go from there. So I'm glad we got it worked out as long as we sit in here. We haven't had one yet, so it's good to know. 'Cause we haven't
In
had any
Delta Township at the last election, they called the sheriff because even though I showed them the paperwork,
Yeah.
they didn't believe it.
Well, a lot of times you read that, people can interpret the language in other ways.
Right.
So it's just safer, like, that I talk to the clerk, make sure he's okay with it. Because if anything, like, we send you away, or even another voter comes in and complains and said they
Right.
didn't feel comfortable with it later, we just need to make sure it's documented and we
Right.
understand fully everything so that we're clear. As
Cool.
long as you're good with what's going on here, you don't have any
Yeah.
questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay, okay.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too.
Yep.
I said, we gotta do it. It's gotta be easier.
All right, guys, that'll end that one. On to the next. All right, y'all. Going to the DeWitt Township Fire Hall. It is a voting precinct. I'll let you know which one it is once I get over there. But yeah. So far, I'm 0 for 3 on people being properly educated on it. So this is the number 4 location for me. And it looks like this is precinct 3 and 4 for DeWitt Township. So we'll see how they react to a member of the press. How's it going?
Hi, can I help you?
No, I don't need any help, thanks.
Excuse me?
I don't need any help, thanks.
How you doing?
How's it going? Having fun today?
Yeah, public areas right here.
Cool.
Any questions? I'm here. I'm the DeWitt Township Clerk.
Oh, you're the clerk. Okay. You're the one we talked to then on the phone.
Yeah, just happen. So we have 3 polling locations, 7 precincts,
Yeah.
and I kind of rotate around all day.
Okay.
I think you spoke with Kendra already.
And another gentleman, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he was our precinct.
Yeah, I
she's
brought-
doing the same thing as me, kind of bouncing
I
around.
brought this with me
Yeah. Okay.
just to make sure, because so many of the locations, they're clueless on it.
Well, so what happened for me? I heard your voice in the background when Kendra said, "I've got a poll watcher," and you said the operative word. I am not a poll watcher. I am media.
Yeah.
The rules are different.
And I told her that from the start, and then she still called me a poll watcher.
No, you're independent media.
Yeah, I even have a press pass.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Good man. Good man.
You see what that says? That's just for fun to mess with the cops.
Investigating.
And then it says civil rights.
Defending against tyranny. Nice. So yeah, I'm here. We've got 2 chairs. If you have any questions, any procedural questions, I'm happy to answer.
I'm just going to come in and check it out real quick, and I'm out
Good
of here.
man. Good man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful day.
Yes, you too.
Yep. Having fun today?
It is. We've been quite busy, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, absolutely. And it's crazy, the absentee ballots are way up this year too.
Wait, Ray, to the left.
Have a good one.
You found the president. Thank you so much.
Welcome so much. Vote early, vote often, right? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought we were in Chicago. Sorry.
It all depends on how many IDs you have.
Yeah. According to my wife, 1 is too many.
Right. I wonder if these work. Oh, looky there. They do work. Good deal. Oh. That's interesting. You got tabulators in there, but I don't see any voting stuff.
Hello.
Hello.
Anything we can help you with?
Nah, I don't need any help.
Let us know if you need anything.
Don't worry, the camera doesn't bite. Oh, check that out. They got pamphlets. Yeah. Cool. I will take one of each of those.
help you?
No, I don't need any help.
You have a camera here.
Yes, Ken.
You're gonna be a watcher?
No.
Just hanging around, see what's going on?
No, I'm a member of the media.
Pardon?
Member of the media.
Oh, media guy.
Yeah.
Who with?
Oh, I'm independent.
Oh, independent.
Yeah.
So you just have to sell your stories and stuff.
No, actually, I just put them on YouTube. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many
Get a lot of watchers then.
voting locations are absolutely clueless of the media stuff that's in the voting rules.
Ah, okay.
I always carry it right with me.
You have your credentials with you, you mean?
No, this.
Oh. Election officials meeting.
Yeah, and then right at the bottom of that first page in there is the news. So it says I can briefly come into the public viewing area.
And news media reps. Now, how do we know you're a news media rep? You have something else, or you could just be a guy like me walking around with a camera.
If you're gonna,
And you could be news.
no, not. back
Really?
there.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna stay here, you need to sign in.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm
You're
reading the
incorrect,
stuff
sir.
right here, right now. The precinct chairperson must supervise the filming or photography process to ensure that the secrecy of the ballot is fully protected and no voters are inconvenienced. If a member of the media wishes to film or take photos of a polling place and the public area of the polling place is too small to count without interfering, then the film crew must film from the entryway.
I'm at the
We
entryway.
have room in public places at the back.
Really?
Yes.
You mean over there by the wall?
No, there's chairs right in the middle of the back by the back wall.
So he just has to be over there then?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Well,
very good.
I'm just gonna take off. I don't need to hang around.
All right.
You guys aren't trying to kick me out or do anything stupid, so
Yeah.
I'm just out here for educational purposes.
Oh, yeah.
We're a boat. No.
No, if you're voting, you'd be voting over at the fire station.
So what are you guys doing here? Just counting votes?
The
They'll
absentee
tell you if
ballots.
you're not here.
Oh,
you'll probably
okay.
go over to the middle school.
Okay. Cool. All right. Have a good day.
Well, we're just doing absent voters. Okay, so most of it, if you're voting in person, probably over to the fire station.
May as well hit the police department too. See how things look in here. Oh, yeah, they got their air kicking. I'm gonna pause this.
There was a lady that stopped in the other day before you. She goes, none of this makes any sense. She goes, this doesn't work out for me. She said, the only thing I showed was like $2.13. She said, I had to talk to Maureen to pay that. She said that none of this math works out correctly. And when she said her name was Lisa, I left her a message or she was going to call you. Right.
I gotta come to the door or the window. That's sad. All right, we're out of here. Catch you on the next one.